This was an awesome card. Oh my gosh, I love this one. Just picked up an amazing collection haul, the biggest one yet that I've picked up, and we're gonna be looking through it together right now. So hang on tight, get ready because it's gonna be an exciting ride. We're gonna be able to find a ton of awesome hits. I know just a few of the cards are really awesome and made this well worth it, but let's see if it really was worth how much I spent. We're gonna go over how much I paid, how much I can potentially make, and everything that you can learn from this. Before we get into it though, I did want to let you know about the giveaway that we've got going on for the month of December for this Roaring Moon EX box. All you've got to do is like, comment, and subscribe, and you're entered to win. Now let's go ahead and look at this Pokemon collection. All right, so here is the collection. You probably already saw the tote that it came in the thumbnail, but we have just some of the main stuff to start, some of the slabbed cards, because this collection did have some graded cards. We've got this Darkrai Japanese V-Star Universe PSA 10. Looks super awesome. I love that artwork. And then we've also got this Venusaur VMAX Japanese PSA 10. Looks super cool. And then we got some CGC slabs as well. Looks like there's about 7 or 8 of them. Got that Radiant Charizard V-Star Universe Gem Mint 10. We've got the Radiant Charizard Black Flame Deck Build Box. Haven't seen any of these before, and that's pretty cool. Snagged that in a pristine 10 of those new labels. Looks very nice. Love the holo of that. This was an awesome card. Oh my gosh, I love this one. CGC 9 pre-release Dark Gyarados from Team Rocket. Look at that card, guys. Looks absolutely amazing. I love, love, love this card. Team Rocket League pre-release promo. I was actually looking for one of these cards. We got a little white spot right there, probably what got the 9 grade there, because otherwise it looks very good. I was just looking for one of those not even a week ago. Japanese Golem EX, very nice from 151. There was a few slabs that were kind of like, oh, okay, I'm not sure who graded those. Weavile, CGC 9, that one's just reverse holo there. Drowsy Team Rocket, this one's pretty cool. 7.5, I'm not sure if it's worth much, but very cool card indeed. Looks really good to be a 7.5. And then a 6 Mareep from Dragon Frontiers. That's really awesome. I like that Delta species there. So here's just some of the holos. I haven't looked through the main part of the box yet. I'm not sure if there's any secret finds in there, but this was just some of the stuff that he handed me on top. Just kind of showing the main details of the collection. So as we go through these, story on this collection is he basically works 12-hour shifts, graveyard shifts, and it seemed like he just kind of wanted to part ways with the entire collection because it was going to be a lot of work. You know, it's a lot of work to sell all of these cards individually. And there's definitely value here. You know, there's definitely a lot of value here, but it's just a lot of work to find all of the cards and, you know, figuring out what's worth grading or what's worth selling or how much it's worth. You know, it's just so many questions that you have to ask yourself. And I totally understand just basically wanting to part ways with it because you have to deal with way less fees. I paid him cash. Ended up paying him $200. Check out that Ninetales EX. That is awesome. I believe that's from the English 151 there. That's a really good card right there. I'll put up values on the screen for everything. This is a Korean Rayquaza V. He did have some Korean booster boxes that he had opened up. There's another one of those Ninetales EX cards from 151. Ooh, Glaceon V-Star. I love evolutions. This is an awesome card. Oh, that's definitely going on the PC for sure. Mew EX. Here we go. Yo. Mew EX 205. Wow. Wow. Beautiful card. Anyways, like I was saying, you know, I paid him cash. I paid him $200 for everything. And it was quite a drive for sure. But it's absolutely worth it, you know, in his mind, to just part ways with it because you're going to take such a loss on so many selling fees if you're trying to do it online, and cash is just so much easier. Blastoise EX, oh, that's awesome. There's a Skyla as well. So many cool cards, guys. So many cool cards in this collection, and we'll see if we can find anything else. Dragonite V, Secret Rare. Super cool. Super cool. Ooh, Bulbasaur. Mew English. Mewtwo V-Star Gold. Cleffa. Basic Fighting Energy. Gold right there. Ooh, Tangela. From 151. Alcremie VMAX. I believe these are some Hidden Fates pools. Right here. He seemed like a fairly modern collector. That's really beautiful. He seemed like a fairly modern collector, perhaps pretty new into the hobby. We didn't get to talk much. He had just gotten off of work. Another Bulbasaur. Oh, nice. Leaf Gold Energy. He had just gotten off of work, and like I said, he works 12-hour graveyard shifts, so Daisy's help. Very nice. Another Gold Mew EX. Another Venusaur EX. Oinkologne EX, full art. Another Gloom, Ammonite. My goodness, like the amount of cards here is just never ending with these pulls. Tangela, and that's the bulk of this right here. He had clearly opened it up several 151 ETBs, as you can see. But I'm going to go ahead and look through the rest of this off camera and see if we can find any gems. All right, guys, so I just got done looking through all of this, and I was able to grab some of the highlights and some of the pools. In total, there's 17 ETBs, 2 Korean booster boxes. I'm not sure what set this is. I want to say it's whatever Evolving Skies is. And there was 4 tins as well, 2 of the Galarian Birds, 1 Scarlet and Violet, or 2 Scarlet and Violet tins as well. Just a ton of stuff. I mean, a ton of stuff. These are opened, and they're a part of the pools that I think we saw from looking at the highlights before. I didn't look through all of them, but from what I can see, they either have nothing or they have a holo in it. So I'm assuming that those are just kind of like, you know, he just grabbed the hits out of those. So we're going to look through the highlights. All right, so here's just some of the highlights. So from the 6 151 ETBs, we've got 6 of the Snorlax promos. Absolutely love those. Check that out. Very cool. And then out of the 4 Obsidian Flames ETBs, we've got 1, 2, 3 of the Charmander. Awesome promos. I also found in one of the boxes, there was some unsleeved hits. There was Zeraora, which I'm definitely going to sleeve that. Pikachu. Not sure how much this one's worth, but this is an awesome promo. I think this one's really cute. Love that one. There was also this. Diancie. Love that. Koraidon EX. Mimikyu EX. And Ninetales EX. And then we've got this little card guard full of some Shining Fates shinies. Carkol, Yveltal. Ooh, these are some nice amazing rares. Sobble, more Yveltal. Galarian Ponyta, Corviknight, Raboot shiny, Eldegoss shiny, Rotom shiny, Double shiny, Nickit shiny, and the rest is empty. So that's very cool. All right, so for this next one, this is a huge binder. I have not seen a binder this big, and most of it's just commons and uncommons in the beginning here, all just modern bulk. And but in the back, we do have some pretty nice stuff here. So we've got, I believe, a lot of the Korean cards here. And yeah, we've got Korean Schoolboy there, Korean Quasi VMAX. Definitely looks like Evolving Skies hits for sure. Then we've got Vespiquen EX there, Arcanine, Sunscorch VMAX. Some other hits. Eevee VMAX, Flaffy, so that's pretty cool. Gold card there. Then we've got this last page here. Dancer, nice Altaria, I like that. Super cool. Bellybolt, Gyarados EX, Ho-Oh. That's a really nice V card. I like that. Pikachu, Galarian Moltres, Koraidon EX. And that is everything. So let's flip this camera around and talk about the numbers. All right, so we're here on the Google spreadsheet for just the graded cards. This was my spreadsheet that I sent him, and I am offering 80% of fair market value, which is last sold prices. And if we go check out this Gyarados re-release, for example, on TCG Fish, we can see right here, Gyarados, Dark Gyarados, Team Rocket 8, pre-release holo. And if we scroll down, you can see a PSA 9 last sold for 40. And obviously this is a CGC 9, but you can also see it last sold for 40 as well. I put it for 40, and I'm offering 80% of that. And so we can see that all of those numbers combined is 172, and 80% of that is 138. So that was my offer to him. And then I had only seen a few of the cards. I had seen just the Mew EX, the Ninetales EX, and I think I saw one of the Bulbasaurs. And I based my offer of the raw cards based off of those cards, and he was originally asking $500, which I think was quite a large asking price for the raw cards that I had seen, because I'm pretty sure that not every card was listed. I also think that it's a large asking price even for what it is here, because you'll see at the end of this, when I pull up the spreadsheet of what I'm probably going to make off the raw cards, you can see that it's going to be pretty tight even with what I paid. So in total, I paid him $200. I paid him $138 for the graded cards, and I ended up actually paying less than what I offered for the raw cards, which what I offered for the raw cards based off of seeing these three cards was I offered him $89. And the reason being is just because I didn't really know what they were worth beyond those raw prices. It's extremely risky when you don't know the condition of the cards, and it's impossible to tell over photos. So I only felt comfortable paying these numbers of what they're selling in raw grades, and even, you know, in slightly more dinged condition, they're around this price. You can see lightly played is also $7.95, so it's staying around that $8 mark, but this is what I felt comfortable paying. So $89 was what I put, and he ended up telling me that he would have to think about it. And I'll put some of the messages up on screen right now. And he ended up coming back to me and saying, what would you do for everything? And offered to sell it for even less than what I offered. I offered total $227. He said, would you do $190? And I said, absolutely. I ended up actually paying him $200 just because I was perfectly fine paying more. It was a little bit of a trip though, so $200. I was like, all right, deal. I take everything off your hands and we all get to walk away happy. So just based off of the highlights, here's what we got. We got 2 of the Mew EX, Ninetales EX. We got 2 of these. We got 3 of the Charmander promos, 2 Bulbasaurs from English 151, Blastoise EX 184 full art, Tangela 2 of these, Daisy's Help, 2 of these Ammonites, and then this was just an example of like some of the cards that I had seen that, like, you know, I didn't know how many dollar bin cards were going to be in this collection. You know, I really didn't know if what was in the pictures was the best of the best. And it kind of was that way. There was a few extra gems that I found that I wasn't fully aware of. But, you know, see this, $1.60 for this, you know, full art card, or even this Snorlax. You know, there's 6 of these, but I think I see, you know, they're selling for 60 cents, some of them. You know, I mean, this one sold for 15 cents. Like, that's crazy. Anyway, so just based off of those cards, we get to the number of 132, which is great. I mean, these are some of the best cards, though, you know, and I don't know if I'm going to get exactly this amount for some of them. This isn't to mention, you know, eBay fees or whatever else fees I might be paying. In the case of the Bulbasaur, if one of those is a PSA 10, it'd be worth $150, and I do think that this price is going to come down a lot. So Bulbasaur, there was 2 of these at $23. I do think that the price is going to come down from $23. I think that there's still a lot of hype behind the English 151, and I do think that this price is going to come down a lot. And that's part of the reason that I am offering 80% for collections, is because, you know, look at this graph, for example, right? You know, we've got this Mew EX back in October, And you can see it literally just dropped all the way down from $25. In 3 months, it cut its price in half, and then it went down even $2 more from that $10 mark. So it's a down market, and also there's a lot of hype with some of these sets, so you can never be too sure if the prices are going to hold. We can see with this Ninetales EX, it completely just, and it might not be much at first, but it certainly adds up. You know, it really does add up when you have, you know, all of these cards that you're buying. And if you buy an entire collection based off the prices staying the exact same, you're guaranteed to lose, especially on fees, because there's going to be a million different fees in between you actually selling those cards and turning it into cash. So just keep that in mind. If you choose to buy your own collections or search around for cards, be cautious buying the cards when they're super popular right now, because once the hype dies down, you're probably going to take a loss. Depending on the card, of course. So that's going to wrap up everything about the numbers. All right, guys, so let me know what you thought about this collection. It was super fun to get to look through all of this. I mean, 17 ETBs, that is absolutely crazy. To grab all of that for 200 bucks, you know, I was super happy to pick it up. And I think that we both got a really good deal out of it. You know, he doesn't have to put any of the work into selling all of these cards. I mean, it's going to be so much work selling all these cards, and then all of the fees as well that I'm going to get into it. You know, he gave me 70%, and I actually think that that was a much better deal than what I offered him. So I'm super happy about it, and let me know what you think about it. You know, do you think that, you know, I should have offered him more, or maybe I should have paid less? You know, comment down below, let me know what you think. Don't forget about that giveaway that we got going on for the month of December. And also, I do want to remind you guys that I do buy collections. I am more interested in grading cards, and that's what I can pay 80% of FMVs. It's a lot different of a story for the raw cards usually, just because of the conditions and values on that. So I pay 80% of fair market value, which is last sales on graded cards. So go ahead and email us a list of your slabs and collection, and we'll hit you back with an offer. That's at saladspokemon@gmail.com. Anyways, guys, that's going to wrap up this video. Thank you for tuning in, as always, and we'll catch you in the next one.